What's up, everybody? I'm a Teleworker, and today we are reacting to the Assassin's Creed Shadows official trailer. I have been a fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise since I was like 11. I played the first game at my cousin Chris's house, and then I played Assassin's Creed 2 by myself, played Assassin's Creed Brotherhood at a friend's house, played Revelations at a friend's house, and now, years and years later, I've played every single one except for Valhalla and Mirage, which I started on the channel but didn't finish because I had a lot of stuff going on. But I am actually going to go back and finish that because all this hype around Assassin's Creed again is making me nostalgic, and I want to go back and beat Mirage now. So if you guys want to see that, go check out my gaming channel. A Japanese Assassin's Creed game has been something that pretty much everybody has wanted from the franchise for pretty much the entire time it's existed. The stealth combat and like everything is like melee or stealth based, like throwing knives, crossbows, things like that. It just fits so well in the kind of samurai aesthetic, and it's really shocking to me that they waited this long to make one. But I am really interested in seeing what this is going to look like. I know this will be one of the bigger RPG style ones, which I have been a little mixed on in the past, but I'd be willing to give it a try if it looks great. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, okay.
Who are you? Who do you serve?
All I have ever known in my life. Our land. Our customs. My family. Burns in the name of unification.
Ooh. Damn.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power. Vengeance.
Oh shit! Yo!
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
And we must look for it together. We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Yo!
I said, who do you serve? We are the shadows.
That served the light.
I love that. I love that. Okay, listen. Listen. I'm kind of sold already. I'm not gonna lie. Look, look, look. Y'all could be mad if you want to be, but when that theme song hits and there's a person in a hood with a knife, I'm hyped. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, that Ezio theme could be the theme song for my life. You could play that at my funeral. Okay, I think the game looks really good. Actually, I really do. The the graphics look great. I know this is more of a cinematic trailer, but I'm expecting the graphics to be somewhat similar to Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I thought looked good. It seems like the two protagonists will be split kind of like Jacob and Evie were, where Jacob was more the muscle type that was more of a brawler, and Evie was the stealth character. And it seems like that's the angle they're going with this one. So depending on the character you choose to play as, your fighting style will be different, your size will be different, your stealth will be different, which is actually pretty cool to me. This is the first time where the playable character is based on like a real person, right? Because Yasuke is was like a real samurai, or he worked for samurai. Um, I think that's a really cool idea. It looks like the main character, or the female main character, Nawe, I think is her name. Her origin story looks fire. If that scene where like her village burning and everything is her origin, this game's gonna start hot, bro. It's gonna be like Assassin's Creed 2, and I am here for it. Those revenge stories, sign me up. I've really enjoyed almost every Assassin's Creed game. The newer RPG style ones have kind of lost me a little bit. I've liked some parts of them, but not really loved the games overall. But Mirage, they kind of started winning me back, going back to the more classic playstyle. And I don't know, I think this could be really interesting, having the two different characters, two different playstyles, and the setting looks beautiful. The story looks like it's going to be pretty emotional from what we've seen so far, and I'm here for it. My favorite Assassin's Creed of all time is Assassin's Creed 2, which starts very emotional. It's very dark, it's very deep, and by the time you get to the end of Ezio's journey in Revelations, the whole trilogy of his is probably the most emotional out of all the Assassin's Creed games. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for here, is that kind of Ezio depth and grit. And I was right. The second I heard that theme song, I was ready to play more Assassin's Creed. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm definitely going to go back and finish Mirage on the gaming channel, so look out for that. Okay, they have a Ubisoft put up a character introduction video. So I want to see what this looks like. Let me see if they give us a little more background on the characters.
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies into one character.
I'm gonna rewind this. I was not expecting that guy's accent to be so thick. I'm not gonna lie.
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies into one character because samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in the same way that so much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Not a lot is known about him, but what we did know, or we do know, is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts. and that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our setting, like Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
The more we read about the character, the more he was inspiring for us. He's a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan and you are discovering Japan also.
And on the flip side, we have Naue, who comes from the province of Iga, which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So they're very contrasting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi. So it can kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
We were able to connect her to the province of Iga and the legendary Igan shinobi historical figure, Fujibayashi Nagato, who's her father in the game. So we understand why she has the skills that she has and the values that she learns from her father in the people of Iga, which are valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai will be combat heavy and a shinobi will be stealth heavy. It creates this distinction right away.
Okay, I was right. So they are going to have two different playstyles for the characters. That's really interesting. I also am really liking these characters so far. I personally will probably play as the shinobi character more because I prefer the old school stealth combat of Assassin's Creed.
Yasuke can fight with all his advantage, his stature, like he's a big guy, he can break door, he can fight multiple enemies, he can break armor. Compared to Naue, like her character and their outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only one with the hidden blade, so they have clear advantage that put them into the stealth and the combat, even if they can do a bit of both.
They're a really great pair together because on one side we have Naue, who's very intense and passionate and determined woman who is very set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity that she brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. And this balances very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naue's fiery passion. We really thought about somebody like Yasuke historically who was able to come to Japan and have the life that he did there, to enter service for Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this? So our Yasuke is very intelligent, thoughtful, and respectful of this culture that he encounters. And that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naue. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
There is more to him than we know. That's cool. Yeah, guys, I ain't gonna lie. If the gameplay's good, I might pre-order. I bet. Look, I know somebody's probably mad just from me saying that, all right? But it's my money, all right? Let me spend it. Look, I like this idea. So far, everything they've shown us looks great. The way they're talking about it sounds great. But at the end of the day, we still haven't seen gameplay, so I will reserve my final judgment until then. But what I will say is, from right now, at this moment, I am very excited for this game. Comment down below what you guys think. What did you guys think of the trailer? What do you guys think of the characters? Who will you play as more? Be sure to check out my gaming channel so you can see my other Assassin's Creed Mirage videos, and hopefully I will have a new one out soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
No